Welcome to the show. This is Ann Vivian. Thank you so much for joining me this Samhain, Halloween, All Saints Day, Day of the Dead season. I hope you're having a beautiful Scorpio season, my friend, or whenever you're tuning in. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me today. And today we're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about relationships success in a time of change and how we can integrate our human self, our egoic self, the individual, the collective, and the angelic cosmic realms into our relationships. We can be the integrative mystic in our personal and professional and community relationships and create beautiful connections and experiences. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to pull a few cards for the week ahead as usual. And that is going to be our show. So let's get started. Welcome to this sacred space. We're connected with ourselves. We're connected with each other. We're connected with the earth, and we're connected with the stars and the planets. Feel yourself individually and expand your consciousness to feel that energy running through the entire cosmos connected with you. We are all one, truly. Welcome to this integrative mystic podcast space, friend. Let's talk about it. I felt inspired to talk about relationships today. I felt Spirit was guiding me to do a little show on understanding relationships in the new age, the new energy, the new earth. I work with so many clients who have relationship issues come up with in various ways with friends and family and lovers and professional relationships and you name it. And it's so interesting to work with human beings. Human beings are so fascinating. I notice patterns in myself. I notice patterns in my clients. And one of the things that I was guided to talk to you about today was understanding there's so many dimensions for understanding relationships. And we can get into a very myopic, black and white, all or nothing kind of lens, kind of paradigm when our button is pressed. And sometimes we can shift into our ego. If someone presses our button, we can get defensive, we can get protective, we can become retaliatory. Well, she's not doing this, she won't even talk to me, so why should I even give her the time of day? I've had that interaction with couples I worked with, and I want to say that response is a reaction coming from a very protective egoic place. If we can shift to a higher self, more expanded consciousness place, a Christ consciousness place, we can get in touch with our values, which transcend little spats and little transgressions, little misunderstandings or behaviors that we find hurtful. We expand into a greater vision, and we expand into a connection with our true values that transcend these behaviors and temporary situations, and get in touch with our compassion, our appreciation for humanity, our love. And I like to say to couples I work with who get into that circuit of, well, he did this, so I'm not doing that, and she's doing this, so I'm going to do that. Reactionary, right? Shift into, well, what if you are compassionate and you take out the garbage, not because her behavior earned it or his behavior earned it or their behavior earned it, but because you have integrity and you value participating in the household chores. How about you respond with compassion, even if your partner didn't earn it with their behaviors, because you have a value of compassion. So I'm transcending to a higher level here. And what that can do is it can disable it can disrupt that circuitry of the egoic destruction of when we get into that protective place and we get into that and taking it so personally place. Stop taking everything personally. Most things are not personal, folks. That's one of the 4 agreements. Most things aren't personal. We're all creating our own reality, and most people are not out there trying to attack you in their heart. Most people are moving through this experience, and they are creating their own reality with their thoughts, words, actions, beliefs. So come back to that when someone does something and you don't feel like you deserve it, or your needs aren't getting met. Well, first of all, don't tolerate abusive or disrespectful behavior, but instead of reacting to someone's behavior from that place of protection, from that place of egoic defenses, get in touch with that higher part of yourself and get in touch with your values. Another way to think about this is disrupting that circuitry or disrupting the patterns of behavior you don't want by changing your radio station, changing your radio to the station with the frequency of love, compassion, mutual appreciation. When I can evoke that feeling by realizing I am loved by spirit, by realizing I love myself, by finding appreciation, things to appreciate about others, I'm generating that vibration, and I've changed my channel. I'm on a different channel now. I'm creating my own reality. And now that I've stepped into the reality of love and generating what it is that I want and generating the feeling of what it is that I want to feel, knowing that the universe is a mirror. And as I generate this, I stimulate a circuitry of receiving more of that which I am generating. Then not only do I shift my own reality and psyche and state of mind, but people interact with me differently. I bring out the best in people. Other people bring out the best in me. When someone does something annoying, it doesn't throw me off of my pedestal or what I'm standing on. It doesn't knock me to the floor. I don't know why I'm standing on a pedestal in this scenario, but it doesn't knock me over is what I'm trying to say. And we're not putting the other person on a pedestal. We're not operating from a paradigm of, I need for you to do this in order for me to be okay. When we do that, it's other people can feel it. We're asking someone to do something, to give us something because we don't have it, and I'm dependent on you to give that to me. And when I'm coming from that place, the universe is a mirror. I'm going to have experiences that show me more of that need. If I'm coming from a place of in a stable place from, I have it, I'm generating it, I trust, I receive, I give in this vibration of love, people are going to feel that. People are going to feel that unconsciously, intuitively. You will feel it, and the universe is vibrationally going to match you with that love. And okay, you're giving and receiving. I'll respond with that mirror, because that's what I do, and give you more of the giving and receiving of love experience. So, it's another way of saying, be the bigger person, come from a higher place. Don't react to things. That's just going to escalate and continue that circuitry if people are acting annoying. Shift into a place of seeing the bigger picture, understanding these laws of the universe, and notice how things shift. Now, that's not going to fix all of your relationships and make people change. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying as an experiment, try using your intention and how you're responding to people, and what feeling and vibration and energy that you are generating, and notice how your life changes. And this could be in a lot of different ways, but to improve your experiences, don't wait for someone else to give you what you want. Improve yourself. It's such a cliche. It's like the you've got to love yourself before you can love someone else, or Michael Jackson's The Man in the Mirror. Change starts with you. It's true. Another dimension of expanded awareness we can bring to our relationships, back to the don't take things personally, is understanding that there's so many levels of systems that influence each individual, and we are influenced by the political system, the cultural system, the educational system, our family system, our generational system that we grew up in, that it has influenced us in more ways than you know. And people in your life, your employee, your boss, your partner, your spouse, your child, your friend, your whoever, has their own individual influences by all of these systems. We exist in systems. We don't exist in a vacuum as an island of our own little, we aren't our own little planet, just, drifting in the cosmos. We are a community of little earthlings, and we have systems, and these systems have their own consciousness. So recognizing that the values and paradigms of the systems that you grew up in, that you're a part of, are influencing you. They'll influence you less the more aware you are, and the more aware you are of what those systems, beliefs, values, paradigms are, and whether or not you agree, disagree, align, don't align, and choose intentionally your own. But everybody else in your life has the same challenge / opportunity. There are values and paradigms and beliefs and traditions that are part of their family, political, cultural, generational, familial systems. And so it can help us in our relationships to understand a lot of people aren't even aware of what communal beliefs and paradigms they are believing and living. And they might be very different from yours. For instance, money. If you assume that your friend has the same beliefs about money and spending as you, so say you like to, let's say, give money away, and you like to invest, and you take risks with your money, assuming that as you're doing your research and trusting your luck, trusting your intuition, that money is well spent, is going to come back to you. Your friend believes you should save money. That's what you do. You don't spend money. You don't take risks. You don't give money away. You save, and you only spend on that which you need. So I'm not sure I painted an exactly accurate description of these two paradigms, but something like that. I use money by putting it out there and trusting there's a flow. I use money by saving it and giving myself security by not spending. It's so funny that I'm talking about this, because the eclipse is coming up this weekend. I'm recording this right before the eclipse in the Scorpio Taurus full moon. And there's astrologers talking about themes of security coming up. So it's funny I'm choosing this. But so say you have this difference in values with your friend, but you don't even realize. We tend to assume that other people have the same values as us. So you assume that your friend has the same values. You're talking about your spending habits, and there comes up a conflict because you realize that your friend does not understand what you're doing by, say, trading in the stock market, or giving money to charity or something, because they don't share that value. Their value is save money no matter what. And maybe your friend came from a childhood of low socioeconomic status. Maybe there's a poverty background there, and they learned in order to survive, you don't spend, you save, you're very frugal, only get what you need. And you came from a very different background, or you came from the same background but developed different beliefs and came to, new beliefs about money. But a conflict might arise if you feel, your friend doesn't understand you, or you don't understand your friend, because you really have these differences in beliefs about money. So understanding that it's not personal, that person probably has a very different past than you. They probably have very different, paradigms in their system. Well, not probably, but it's a good chance they have systems that they are involved in or have been involved in their past that lead to them developing these certain beliefs and paradigms. And it's not a personal attack against you that they have a different viewpoint. And, sometimes it really is about someone has not advanced to a level of understanding and consciousness as you, or vice versa. And it's not just a difference of opinion, but it's, just a different level of understanding. And sometimes there's a mix. But either way, it's not personal. That person isn't launching a personal attack against you. If you don't understand that you have different values, then it's very hard to understand each other and talk about it. One thing that can help is acknowledging, hey, it sounds like you have a different value about money. That's okay. Respect that. Let's, knowing that, let's talk about this with an open mind and curiosity. Maybe we can learn from each other. Maybe I can learn from you some ideas about how to have a little bit more security and save. Maybe you can learn from me how to courageously take a few more risks that might help you expand your experiences and your finances. So I'm coming at it with an open mind. I don't need for you to agree with me in order for me to be okay. I don't need for you to give me something in order for me to be okay. I'm coming at this with, I already trust myself. I already understand my beliefs and have trust and faith that my needs are being met, going to be met. And I'm coming to this connection with you with that understanding. And I can respect you have maybe a different belief, value, paradigm, without needing for you to believe what I believe, without needing to convince you of my beliefs are correct, and with a curiosity. Let's just, understand each other. So that's very different from, I need for you to understand this and believe this in order for me to connect with you, right? I need for you to share this opinion, or I'm assuming that you do, and you're just, being a jerk by not agreeing with me. As we can open our minds and hearts to understanding other people have different beliefs, values, paradigms, and we can learn from each other, as we can open our hearts and minds to understand it's not going to help our relationships to react from a protective or defensive or attack stance. It's going to escalate things and perpetuate more of this painful pattern. But I can come to this interaction with trust, with filling my own cup, knowing spirit is filling my own cup, generating the abundance and love and creativity and all of these things that I want to experience. And I bring that out in myself and others as I'm focused on finding things to appreciate about others. There's more to appreciate. So I wanted to share that with you today. And I'm just looking over my notes. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Well, and I also just want to say, in our collective, in our communities, we can also be that positive influence in our political sphere and in our community sphere as we're doing the same thing. So instead of focusing on everything that's falling apart, and I hate this and I hate that, and look at this and look at that, and it's all just rubbish, I hate it all. Instead of coming at it with focusing on everything that's wrong, come to the political realm too with focusing on the trust. I know it's hard. Y'all, I know it's hard. Even a little bit of this can help. A little bit of connecting with that trust and that faith, and that I already know on one level of reality, things have already worked out. I already know we are connected and we are harmonious on this one level of reality. And I'm bringing that awareness to my political realm, to my educational realm, to my my professional realm, I'm bringing that awareness. And the more I look for those connections and ways to appreciate and respect and lift each other up and create harmony, the more the universe is going to show me opportunities for creating collective, evolving experiences and harmony and brotherhood, sisterhood, alliance. Okay, I think that's all I want to say today. The new reality, the new earth. Remember that as we allow the divine to show us, instead of the humans in our life, allow the divine to show us instead of the other humans, the divine work through everyone, all creatures, all experiences, humans. So don't look to humans and that egoic level for problem solving. Shift to the divine, which is expressing through all of us as humans and all of the creatures and energies on this earth. And now I've integrated the cosmic expanded, the new earth into our human reality. I will now pull a few cards for the week ahead. This is for the week of Halloween. Halloween, All Saints Day, the Day of the Dead. This is for the week of October 30th, 2023. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know for this week ahead? We got eclipse energy we're probably processing. What do we need to know for this Halloween week? Oh, we got 6 of Swords here for tarot. And we have Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Yes, yes. And that is the Work Your Light deck. There are councils of light, and these councils of light, this is such a beautiful card. It has like a multicultural spread of bodhisattvas and ascended masters. There is a council of light that's here with us. The veil is thin, and that council of light, the ancestors and the ascended masters and all of the star beings and planetary energies and Christ energy and divine mother, it's all here helping us, guiding us, and realize that. 6 of Swords. I feel like a message here is make peace with yourself and peace will come. I know we are at a time of war in the world. There's peace still on this planet. Mostly there is peace. And I feel like a message here is it's time to resign yourself to that truth, that peace is eternal, even as there is conflict around you. Resign yourself, align yourself, connect yourself with that reality. Be one, unite with that reality. And create that reality in your mind as you understand that reality, you're generating more of it. And I feel like with the Council of Light, remember that you're not alone, friends. This is a great time to commune with the spirits and connect with your angels and spirit guides and ancestors and loved ones. And these ascended masters, these angelic star beings are around us. It's so powerful. And they are helping us to use our light, to spread your light on this planet. Get in touch with your light. It's time for you to shine your light, friend. It's time for you to share the gifts and the talents and the ideas and the energy that in your heart you want to share. If you're hesitant about stepping up, let this be your sign to step up. You have the support to do it. I feel like we're going to feel the love so much as we connect with our communities of the councils of light cosmically and our councils of love here on the earth plane, our communities and our friends and our families. We're going to feel so supported this week and refreshed as we tap into this, to the love and support that's there. And instead of waiting for it to show up before living your life, before loving, before taking that leap, be that love now. And as you're stepping into that love now, you open the floodgates for that love to come back to you, and everything, for the abundance and for the inspiration and for everything you want to experience. Be it now. You're opening the floodgates, and there are so many loving, evolved, expansive beings just waiting to connect with you and uplift you. And all you have to do is say the word. All you have to do is be in that receptive mode to receive it. So it's so simple. Be the peace in the world, friend, that we all know is the real truth. Remember to understand other individuals in your world, in your life, through an integrative lens, that most things aren't personal, and be the bigger person. Show up with love and compassion, even if someone isn't showing it to you on the surface, and notice how, as you come from that place, you create whirlwinds of new, amazing miracles and potentials that bring amazing surprises and blessings back to you. This has been Anne Vivian on Integrative Mystic on the beautiful, amazing mindbodyspirit.fm. Thank you so much. I'm so honored you have gone on this journey with me, this mystical journey. Don't forget to check out some of the other amazing podcasters on mindbodyspirit.fm. A great group of podcasters and spiritual leaders and uplifters in this community. Check out my website, creativepsychestudio.com. That's also my Facebook and my YouTube, Creative Psyche. P-S, I can spell. P-S-Y-C-H-E is how you spell psyche. And check out the groups that I have. Check out the videos that I put out. Connect with me if you want to find more about the groups and sessions that I offer. If you like this show, thank you so much for sharing, and feel free to give me a review. Helps me expand the reach so that more people can enjoy it. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Have a blessed Scorpio season, and I will see you next podcast, group, or session. Take care.